is a new report tonight that shows the Victoria Police Department has one of the lowest crime-solving rates anywhere in Canada. This latest data from Statistics Canada show that when compared with other Canadian cities, Vic PD's clearance rate, or crime-solving rate, ranks close to the bottom. Victoria Police say, however, this report does not paint an accurate picture. Maggie Cox has the story, new at 6.
Last year in Victoria, there were more than 150 robberies, more than 1,200 assaults, and 1 homicide. And according to the latest StatScan numbers, many of those crimes remain unsolved. The numbers show that Victoria Police have one of the lowest crime-solving or clearance rates across the country.
I think part of the difference obviously is resourcing. We understand, for example, the call loading per officer in Vancouver is significantly lower than it is in Victoria. Being a downtown hub as we are, essentially, if you look at the region, we're the entertainment district and the center for all the social services in the region. So we're servicing a population much larger than our resident population.
The StatScan survey measured cities with populations of more than 100,000. According to the numbers, Victoria was in the bottom 5 when it came to solving crimes compared to the rest of the country. The department's clearance rate was 18% compared to the national average of 37.6%. However, a former University of Victoria criminology professor says these statistics don't hold much weight and that simply measuring clearance rates does not reflect whether or not a police department is efficient.
Vancouver, Victoria, and most of the West tends to have a higher number of cases reported. Now, many of those cases haven't got a chance at all of being solved, simply because we don't know who the suspect is. So without a suspect, you're not going to solve more than about 10% of the cases. So your clearance rate really can't go much more over 10%.
Hackler says it's like comparing apples with oranges because each city records and reports crimes differently.
If you have a schoolyard fight and it gets recorded, okay, you have an assault. If you don't record that, you have lower rates of assault. So there are these options. There are many choices to be made in screening data. And it's very hard to use data to compare areas unless you're sure you've got things worked out.
And while the Victoria Police say the department is working towards lowering clearance rates, they point to the department's other successes, such as the reduced homicide rate, as a better predictor of its success. In Victoria, Maggie Cox, A News.